Let's go with Sir James Young Simpson. Now, I love this guy for many reasons. First of all, I gotta say, is just his appearance. Do we have a picture of Sir James Young Simpson? This guy looked like a Scottish Hobbit mayor, is the best way that I can describe this man. Now, this man here, Mr. Simpson, is an obstetrician. Okay?
Okay.
And he's a good one. And he trains people and he's all this, but he doesn't like all this pain that's going on. And he and his friends, who are also doctors, want to do something to cut down on all the pain people are feeling, right? And so they start trying stuff. He and his friends get together in evenings and just start like huffing gases and swallowing chemicals, just seeing if any of them might kill pain. This is a real thing that this Hobbit did. And it was amazing.
Are they like smashing their fingers with hammers or something? How are they?
I guess they're just waiting to see if it's a buzz, right? It's kind of like, I heard a comedian one day talk about, you know, I heard that people were licking frogs to get high, and I have to wonder, how many animals did they go through before they found the frog? Right?
Right.
It is, yeah, it's insane. But then they get one.
Okay.
They actually pass around a chemical, and they all wake up in the morning. They're all just like, whoa, right, still dressed like they were like, I think we found something. And so they call his niece in there.
Oh,
and
that
like,
sounds
here,
safe.
take this. She says, I forget the exact quote. I'm like, I had the wings of an angel, and collapses and is out. And they're like, we got it, right? This was their great success. That they got it. And that was the invention of chloroform.
Chloroform.
Or not the invention. It had been around as a chemical for some time, but as an anesthetic for human beings, that's when they figured it out.
Okay.
Now, I would love to paint him purely as a hero, and honestly, he did great work. Okay, I have nothing really wrong with the guy. I like him. That guy's cool. But there was stuff later where people started dying of chloroform.
Fun.
And this was his baby, and so he fought so hard to keep chloroform in that in the end he did do a little bit of harm in fighting so hard against the dad. He had the Semmelweis thing, right? The Semmelweis reflex. Like, this person took chloroform and their heart stopped. Like, wasn't the chloroform, right? It just, nope. I'm not going to believe it. I'm not going to believe that my great discovery is now killing people.
Must have been a pre-existing condition.
Yeah. Though part of it was because they did have, it was weird who died in chloroform. Okay. It was the healthiest people, and it was people who were afraid. And they couldn't quite figure out the connection. Turns out, chloroform has an entire body dampening experience, right? It slows down everything, slows down the brain, and you go to sleep, and you're anesthetized.
Okay.
Right? Problem is, that's also acting on your heart. Okay.
Not ideal.
And the healthiest people, their brain would stay awake longer. And so it took higher and higher dosages. And yeah, their heart would give out first.
Shoot.
And the fear ones, these ones were the craziest ones, right? Because it was still, you know, like chemicals and smell bad, I'm about to have surgery. And so they'd get all, and they would hold their breath. And, it's not working. Let's do some more.
Shoot.
Hold their breath. We need more. And they would essentially OD on it because they weren't breathing naturally. They'd, pull it in all at once and get an overdose and die. And so, yeah, that's one problem with chloroform. The other one is it is also carcinogenic. And that is why chloroform is not used nowadays. But honestly, for the time, it was revolutionary. Compared to what they had, which was do it really fast, right?
Yeah.
Surgeons were valued not for accuracy, but for speed. There's a
Cancer
famous
was the least of your
yeah,
issues.
cancer's the least of your worries in a surgery, man. I mean, if I was back in that age, give me the chloroform. I will breathe slowly and deeply. I got this. Rather than, yeah, they would just, the faster you could get done with it. In fact, there was a classic story, and this, I'm sorry for smiling. It's horrifying, horrifying. But there was a surgeon who went for a record in cutting off a limb. It was an amputation, and they got it done, I think, in less than a minute. But it was done so brutally that I believe the patient died.
Yeah.
He also cut, I believe, his assistant and a bystander who also developed infections and died. So it was the fastest surgery ever. It also had a 300% fatality rate. Okay, I mean,
Oh.
just stacking the bodies.